What's up, party people? Action 3 has made its way to Dekaron Asia, and I am personally very excited to see this. We're going to be looking at a new trans up, a new max level, and all kinds of great additions to the game. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any upcoming content. Let's get this party started. Okay guys, let's go ahead, crack this patch notes open, and find out exactly what is added to Dekaron Asia. So first off, the max level is increased to level 150. Now, the first thing I want to say about this is I saw that a lot of people were concerned about the fact that we are already jumping from level 130 to 150, and this is a valid concern about how quickly they're going to be moving through content. However, I will say that there was a post on Facebook from the Dekaron Asia, or the Godlike Games, saying that yes, they did jump to 150, mostly because they wanted people to be able to get their first trans up, but they are planning on staying at level 150 for a decent amount of time. So I'm happy to hear that. Hopefully we can kind of just enjoy this lower level content for a while, and we don't rush into the higher level content that a lot of people feel ruined the other Dekaron server. So another really interesting thing about this is that after you get to level 132, you will not be able to access Channel 3 non-PK, which is actually kind of cool because it's just, I mean, this is going to be reserved for lower level players who are, you know, just trying to level. So that's great. Now, they did add a level 131 to 150 dead front, which is great. I mean, you need to have a higher level dead front for the higher level players, which is important. A DK point system. Now, the thing about this that was really disappointing is I think a lot of people were expecting DK square to be added with this update, and we do not have DK square yet. And honestly, guys, I'm kind of wondering why they're lagging behind so much on the PvP content, because that is what people really love about this game. So I really hope that very soon we start seeing PvP content for all level ranges so that we can get, you know, just everyone playing and PvPing and having fun. I mean, I would be very excited for that. So they did add 4 new maps. They added, or not new maps, but, you know, maps that are for high levels. They added the Aquari Ruins, Space of Pilgrimage, Crespo, and Crespo Abyss. And Crespo Abyss DK server is where you are able to farm some of the DK points now. Now, there are a couple new solo dungeons, Elagos and the Nunvis Temple. If you need guides for these, you can find them on my channel for the other server, but I might be remaking them if they're any different on this server. There are also 2 new party dungeons, which is this one. I don't know how to pronounce that, guys. And then Karen's Fragment. Karen's Fragment I'm familiar with. I'm not familiar with this dungeon, so as we scroll down to the patch notes, we'll see if we figure it out. Anyway, the big thing here is Trans Up 1, which is great. We're going to be getting new skills, new add-ons to each character. This is going to make PvP a little bit different because each class does have some very good skills for their trans up, and it's just new, it's exciting, and it should be a lot of fun. Like I said, Dead Front Arc added DK point system. Here you get different ranks and you get more skill points. Not skill points, stat points, depending on what rank you're at. But once again, DK Square is not in the game yet. So I really hope that that will be coming soon. As I'm sure everyone does. And if you're level 130 or more, you can access these new maps, which is the Aquari Ruins, Space of Pilgrimage, which is where you do your Trans Up 1 quest, by the way. If you need a guide for that, I have it on my channel. You can go ahead and find that. And actually, I don't know what this is. Hell's Sealing Stone. You can summon Yoshima Diameki boss by using 1 soul bead, random drop from the Ancient Summoner. Yoshima Diameki. I don't know. Maybe that has to do with guys, I'm not sure what this is, to be completely honest with you. But apparently there's a boss you can spawn here, so someone else will have to check that out and tell me what they think about it. Crespo, everyone loves Crespo. Crespo's been added, and then Crespo Pathway has also been added, which is great. It looks like there's 2 different servers right now, which is good. I don't really have anything else to add about that. They added Elagos, which is cool. So this is Elagos, right? Yeah, Elagos, which is one of the new solo dungeons. So there'll be, Elagos, new drops, stuff like that, which is great. And you can see there's a chance to get a level 145 weapon from the boss, which is good because the new max level is 150. So 145 weapons are going to be the new best weapons in games, where 130 was previously. And I've already seen a bunch of +9 of these floating around, although I don't know how many people are actually at level 145 right now, because it does take a while to level. So yeah, and then this is the Nunvis Temple dungeon right here. Once again, I have a guide for that. I'm not sure what type of rewards we're going to be able to get from this, and I'll be excited to check it out once I'm a high enough level, but that might be a bit still. I'm kind of lagging behind on that, as I was kind of out of the game for about a week. There are some new party dungeons. Like I said, this Quilu Lana can be accessed to a space of pilgrimage map. In the dungeon, there's one boss and you need to kill to get the rewards. I'm not familiar with this dungeon. It looks like it's kind of like the Undo Mizoki Trial Grounds from the other server. So it looks like they kind of did like a different version of that. I don't know. People have to tell me what it's like. And then obviously we're all familiar with Karen's Fragments, which is right here. Some of the rewards are in-cart crest crafting, transcendental light shard, which you can exchange for another items that NPC issue in our deca. So that's cool. Just new stuff to farm, which is really exciting. And yeah, that is kind of it for this edition, guys. And they added a ton of new content. And like I said, I am really lagging behind in the levels I need to be kind of exploring this content and getting into this. But I am hoping to kind of grind out those levels and catch up now that I'm moved into my new place. And I should have some more time after working on the weekends to start leveling. I did want to mention, guys, I did actually end up buying something from the D Shop, and I wanted to tell you about this. There's that 90-day, or there's that pack on the first page, which it's like 2,950 DKC. And I had a faulty understanding of how the DKC was calculated, and I actually thought that was like $90 or like $100, but I didn't realize that once you buy the DKC, it actually transitions. So 90 days worth of holy water is only $30. And guys, that is a fantastic deal. That's like basically a game subscription. That's basically $10 a month, and I have no issue with that at all. And all it's doing is making leveling a little bit easier for me because I can join those more AFK parties. And hopefully I will be able to catch up in levels soon and enjoy some of this higher level content. Anyway, for you guys who are already here, you'll have to go in the comments and let me know what this content is like. I'm still really enjoying Dekaron Asia. The server is a ton of fun. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I think they added a D Shop update too, which maybe is this one. I don't know. Let me see if I can find it really quick, guys. We can talk about that as well. Yeah, so they added a pet random box. Right now, pets, unless you make a unique pet, I don't think your pets are really getting anything, or aren't really making you that much stronger. So honestly, this doesn't really bother me too much. I don't really have an issue with there being a pet random box. As you can see, there's just some of the different pets you can get here. There's a mount random box as well. Once again, about the mount, doesn't really make that big of a difference, so I don't really care that there's a random box of that in the game. Obviously, people would probably be really excited to get this Thunderstorm mount. That's probably one of the cooler looking ones. So once again, it's just kind of a cosmetic thing, and I think that's an acceptable item for the D Shop. The scrolls in the D Shop, I don't really care, once again, about paying to be able to get more experience, as long as it's still realistic to farm it without that. It just makes it faster, and right now, at least to me, it kind of feels that way. Also, mob experience isn't really that good right now, so I don't feel like these XP potions are really very valid right now in game anyway. Now, there is one thing that I think is a bummer, and that is the Great Buff Box. Now, we're getting back to Dekaron's roots here, where you're in DK Square, and, you're gonna run into a lot of trouble up against a player who is running full D-Shop buffs, right? Which is these three buffs here, which is 10% all attack, 18% defense, 50% vit. They're in a random box. I will say that the random box is very cheap, so I guess if you're willing to pay the money and you want to be that much stronger, you can go ahead and do that. But I think it's kind of sad that these were added in this way. I wish they would have been kind of like farmable via like DK Square or Deadfront or something like that. However, at least these buffs are tradable, which is really good, or the boxes is tradable, so there is a way for you to be able to get them in-game. That's good, although I think this could get really dangerous really fast if they keep doing like buffs like that. And then Super Pass boxes is just so that you can run those other dungeons a little fast, or you're able to run those dungeons more times. Although I think camouflage does that anyway, and I'm not sure what the difference is between the super pass and the camouflage. And they did actually add a really cool looking costume. Basically, the costume is kind of how you look when you're wearing Olympia, if you know from the other server. I actually thought about buying this. I have not yet, but I'm thinking about it. It's 1500 DKC, which basically should come out to around $15 US, which is extremely reasonable. Yeah, very cool. I hope they add more cool looking costumes. I mean, if they add like some cool looking costumes, I know I'd buy them, and I'm sure other players would too. This is already like kind of a good start. I think the Olympia set looks really cool, so it's nice that they made it into a costume. Yeah, I think that is everything I have to say about this update, guys. I don't have anything else to add. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or suggestions, as always, you can leave them in the comments. And until next time, take care.